Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Happy freaking Friday. Cheers. It may not sound like it's a happy freaking Friday. Wonder why. I was really excited, ecstatic to wake up and begin icing this morning. And then the kid gave me attitude. She does this thing where she brings home papers for mom to either donate goods or time to an event that she is part of at school. And for whatever reason, she is thoroughly embarrassed by me and doesn't want me volunteering my time anywhere with her stuff. Fine, I won't. So I'll volunteer to donate goods to the event of whatever it is. Except she doesn't want me to do that either. And I cried, and I'm probably going to cry again because it's really like, I don't know, it's like I'm fighting against the system. I'm fighting against something. I don't know what I'm fighting against. But and I'm trying to not cry. And you know, it matters and it doesn't matter. And I'm not thoroughly upset, but I'm upset enough that like I really don't want to begin doing whatever I'm doing, because as long as I'm doing this and I'm upset and I'm over worried about whatever she wants me to do or doesn't want me to do, like she brings home the paper and she hands it to me. So I assume in that aspect that she wants me to do something on the paper. Or she wants me to look at it and say, nope, can't do anything, and be that mom. Or, nope, I'm not doing anything, and be that mom. And I'm not that mom anymore. And I really never used to be that mom. Like I would volunteer for the kids when the older children, I would volunteer with them at school. I would bake stuff and send it to school. I would do that stuff. That's the mom I am. And that's the mom I've always been. And that's the mom I had. Remember, back in the day when I was a kid, and my kid hates when I say this stuff, but that's okay. It's whatever. But, my mom would stay up for half the night baking cookies and icing them for my sisters and I to take to school on the holidays that we weren't able to take cookies to school or take stuff to school to share with the class. And so that's the mom I was raised with. That's the mom that I am. I bake stuff and send it to school with you. I do things for you at school. With the exception that I don't go hang out with you at school. So I don't know, I'm just a little beside myself this morning, and I'll be fine. I'll get over it. It's just a little bitty glitch in the matrix. Whatever, right? Whatever. So I'm kind of just not happy right now, not happy this morning, and that's okay. I'll get through it. And that's the key, is a lot of people, when they have a glitch, and it could be the smallest little itty bitty glitch. Oh, you handed me this paper, but you don't want me to do anything, and yet I gave you the paper on Monday, and you haven't turned it in yet. Fine, whatever, I guess I won't bake you anything. She goes, fine, I guess you won't bake me. I didn't want you to anyway. Are you fucking kidding me? And that's kind of the attitude I give right back to her, right there in that moment. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you hand me the paper. Why did you hand me the paper if you don't want me to do anything about it? Well, I don't know. So, but there are times we have little bitty glitches that go on in our life that throw us for a loop. Maybe first thing in the morning. I even said to the husband this morning, like he was fired up and ready to go and worked last night and stuff. And he started, like, I woke up and he started like talking. But when he wakes up, I'm in the middle of my evening, afternoon, whatever. So I'm full of energy. I want to talk. I want to do this. But when he wakes up at 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever in the evening, and I'm ready to talk, he's like, okay. Let me know when you're ready to talk. And then I shut up. And granted, he did that this morning. He shut up when I kind of asked him to. I was like, look, you get to go and walk away and go somewhere else when I'm irritating you. You know where I get to go? Nowhere. Yeah, I can go outside, but it's cold outside. I can go do something else, but there are other people in other rooms that don't want me around either. So this is where I sit. And you know what? I can be upset. I can cry and I can do that stuff. I can do that. The point is to not stay in there all day and live in your misery all day. And I'm sure I'll be fine later. Just right now, in the moment, it really hurts. So, whatever, right? Whatever. And that's what a lot of people don't see. And that's one of the reasons I do these videos, but it doesn't matter how I'm feeling. There was a piece of loose hair right there. It doesn't matter how I'm feeling. I still do these videos because you know what? Sometimes people have glitches and they don't know how to get through the glitch. They stay in the glitch all day. They stay in the glitch all weekend. They stay in it all week. Or they'll stay in it for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So don't let yourself stay in those glitches. And that's kind of my point. And that's why I share what I share, is because you can't stay. Yeah, you can totally stay in that negative glitchiness that was initiated by one singular moment. Or you can let it go and move on. And it will be better later. I'll let it go and I'll move on. And there's a lot of times you have to feel your feelings first before you can let it go and move on. The whole point of controlling yourself isn't to avoid stuff like this, where it's going to make you upset, it's going to make you cry, it's going to make you scream and yell and blah, 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 blah. Don't avoid that stuff. Get it out in a safe manner instead of out and about in public. And when you deal with your feelings in your own space and in a safe manner, then when you go out in public, that stuff doesn't come out at the random wrong time. And people look at you like you're fucking crazy. Because that's sometimes what happens. People will look at me like I'm fucking crazy because that whatever I didn't deal with before came out at the wrong time out there. Excuse me. Coffee burps. So, wow, lots of coffee burps. So it's really important to deal with your feelings. Deal with your shit. Feel it. Don't avoid it. Because if you avoid dealing with it, and okay, so your feelings are going to make you cry. So the fuck what? Find a safe space. Feel your feelings. Make yourself cry for 20 minutes. Set the timer. When the timer goes off, dry your shit up, move on, go do something else. So that's what I have to do as well. That's the advice I give. And that's what I've been practicing. And just because that's what I say, that's what we do. That's what needs to be done. And it doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It means we need to practice. I've been practicing not unpacking and living in my bullshit. I've been practicing not unpacking and living in my misery when someone says, "Oh, I don't want you to do this for me, Mom." Okay, less work for me. Fuck it, right? Fuck it. Less work for me. Cheers. I don't even care. And this kid is going back and forth. In one moment, she loves me. And the next moment, she's like, "Oh, you're embarrassing, Mom." Whatever. But sometimes, you have those feelings. And so you've got to feel them. You can't avoid them because they're going to come out. Whether you fucking like it or not, they're going to come out somewhere, somehow. And you're going to have to apologize for your actions somewhere, somehow. Because you didn't deal with your shit before getting out into the real world. So, and we all go out in the real world every day. We all do stuff outside, maybe every day. And not everyone goes outside every day, but we're all dealing with something every day. And the point is to not hold that shit in. Don't put it on Facebook because Facebook doesn't want to hear. If you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, get a pen and paper out. Write in a journal. Do something for yourself and write that shit down in a journal. Pull it out of your head, put it on the paper, close the book, shut the fuck up and move on. Because you know what the thing is? We all have something that we're dealing with any given moment. And yeah, I may be dealing with this, and this right now, but tomorrow I may be dealing with other things. And the next day I may be dealing with other things. And no one is really dealing with the same thing. These are just general, like when I talk and I talk about the different things that you can do to help yourself through it. It's for if you're angry, if you're pissed off, if you're upset, if you're happy, if you're glad, if you're whatever emotion you're feeling, feel it, work with it, deal with it, move through it, but definitely don't avoid it, because when you avoid it, it will explode out somewhere else that you didn't expect. And if you don't want to have to apologize for your actions and your words, well, I suggest you deal with your shit in a safe manner for yourself. You don't have to, but I implore people to. There was something else I was going to say. I don't know, whatever. So, and I'll work through it. I'm just a little flabbergasted that the kid, she was all lovey-dovey last night, and this morning she's like, well, I really didn't want you to bake me anything anyway. Gentle parenting is so hard. Gentle parenting sometimes is so hard when your first instinct is not to gentle parent. So, thank goodness the husband was standing there and reined me in a little bit, because the gentle parenting was almost out the window. FYI. Cheers. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to dry it up and move on and probably get a shower and start decorating cookies. I've got to make myself happier, even if my kid doesn't want me to do shit for them, whatever. Maybe this weekend will be a whole total self-care weekend. I will supervise her cooking her dinners. I will supervise her doing her stuff. I will supervise her doing her own things. But doing her own things she may have to do, since she doesn't want mom to do it. She doesn't want mom to do something. She's going to find out that, mom does a lot for her, and she's going to start doing this stuff on her own. Yeah, it's called learning and teaching. And she's going to learn this weekend. And when I teach her this stuff and I say, she's going to learn, I'm not a mean person in the middle of it. It doesn't matter what she said this morning. It doesn't matter. I won't hold that against her while I'm teaching her to do her own stuff. I'm going to tell her that's the reason why she's doing her own stuff. And I'm going to tell her like this, with a smile, like, you're doing your own stuff because you don't want mom to do stuff for you. So, welcome to self-care weekend. I hope we have fun. Cheers, because you're going to learn how to cook. You're going to learn some new stuff this weekend. Cheers. And you've got to turn it around. If you got a bad vibe, glitchy, whatever, bullshit, you've got to be the one to turn it around. You can have 5 million people say, cheer up, buttercup. It'll be okay. And none of them are going to matter because you don't want to feel good. You have to want it to begin with. You have to want to feel better for these 5 million people to cheer you up, because they could waste all their breath. They could be like cheering you up for 24 hours straight, and you can still be sad and upset and pissed off at the world. So, excuse me, find your own things on a Friday to feel grateful for. And currently, I am grateful that I don't sit in my misery like I used to. Because I used to sit in my misery for days, weeks, months, and years. And I don't anymore. Fuck it. I don't even care. I may cry about it for a few minutes, and then I'm going to move on and go do something else. Because that's all I can do. I don't want to sit and drown in my own misery all fucking day. That's a waste of my time. I ain't got time for that. Well, you know what I got time for? To do the shit that needs to be done. Whatever. And if you're just, and you can, just write it all out. Get it out. Change your perspective. Sometimes you have to change your perspective for you to learn whatever it is you need to learn. And it takes practice. You're not going to get this stuff overnight. If you haven't been doing this stuff up to now, you're not going to get this stuff overnight. The fact that I can have a glitchy morning and turn it around within an hour or two, that's fucking progress. Because again, I used to hold on to that shit all day long. And not even all day. If it happens on a Friday, ooh, it's an all weekend event. Not anymore these days, buttercup. Misty's doing stuff differently. Whether people like it or not is irrelevant. I don't care if anyone likes it, that I'm doing it differently. I really don't. A lot of times the kid, she's 12 years old. She doesn't like the way I do things. Then get up and do it yourself. That's my theme of the day and theme of the year. If you don't like the way I'm doing something, get up and do it your damn self. So, also, those are the things I'm grateful for, I guess. And that's dealing with myself. I'm grateful that I can deal with myself just a little bit better these days, and that I don't hold myself in my glitchy bullshit all day long or all weekend long. I'm really grateful for that. And be your own magic. Find your own magic. Sometimes you feel really excited for the next day, and then something happens first thing in the morning to be like, the fuck just happened? And sometimes your own magic is in letting that thing that just happened to ruin your excitement, let it go. Let it the fuck go. I made that basket, by the way, right in the trash can. Because if you don't let it go, it's gonna eat at you, and the stress and it will eat at you and just continue to, it's like, I don't know, anything else that, you put it on, like Dawn dish soap on grease. It eats that grease off, right? When you hold on to that bullshit, that's what happens as you become liquid, like grease in the dishwater. No, I don't know what that means. I'm trying to find something to compare it to, and I'm not being successful with it. So either way, find your own magic. Even if you can't find something to compare that to, whatever. Find your own magic. Sometimes you gotta let that shit go. Sometimes you gotta deal with your own bullshit. And sometimes you gotta tell yourself something different. And that can be your magic for you, because your magic doesn't need to be for everybody else. It needs to be for you. Man, I'm sweating. It's gross. I just noticed that. Also, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. I think it's that getting older thing where people are sweating more when they hit their mid-40s and stuff. I think that's what it is. I'm so excited and verbal and that the sweat is excessive right there, and it's gross. So, be your own sunshine, because tomorrow isn't promised to anyone, and that's okay. And even if you can't be your own sunshine in this moment, you can be your own sunshine later. Get through this moment. If you got shit happening, work through it. Don't avoid it. Work through it. Even if you got a journal, even if you write in a journal, you know what? I feel like bullshit, whatever, done. Close the book, be on your way. Or you could be more descriptive, whatever you got time for, whatever you feel like doing. But definitely pull that out, put it on paper. Don't put it on Facebook. That's not paper. Facebook isn't paper. Facebook is an electronic thing. Don't put it on Facebook. It's not paper. Take it out, put it on paper. Even if you've got to take it outside and burn it so no one else sees what you're thinking and what you're feeling, that's okay, because you got it the fuck out. And that was the most important thing, was getting it out. Even if you write it down and you take it outside, you set it on fire, it's okay. Set that bitch on fire. Get rid of it. You don't need it. I promise you. So, find your own sunshine. Be your own sunshine. And if you can't, write your shit out for a moment and then go on and be your own fucking sunshine. Fuck it. Whatever, right? If you want to be a hermit in your own life, be a hermit in your own life. If you want to be exuberantly outgoing in your life, fucking do that too. I am both. I am a hermit when I'm here, and I am exuberantly excited about everything when I'm out there. I am both. I do my own thing here, and people leave me alone, and I'm like in my own little hermit world. Like, don't touch me, don't talk to me, just leave me alone. I don't want to be touched right now. And that could be the whole period hormone thing coming on that I got. That could be the reason that I'm all right now. It's the hormones before the period that go blah. Surprise! Fucking bullshit. I'm ready for menopause. Anyhow, that's all I got. I hope everyone has a great, lovely, amazing Friday. And even if you're having a glitchy moment, a glitchy morning, a glitchy day, do something to work through it for yourself so you can be better later on for yourself. And when you're better later on for yourself, you're also better later on for others. So, everyone have a great day. Misty. out.